Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm the Gerbil, and in today's video I want to talk a little bit about Leviathan, Darth Revan's new fleet ship capital thingy-mabob, soon to wreck all of our meta whatever we have in arenas, and well, anyway, it will be gracing us with its presence soon, and I have a concern. I think a surprise is coming, and I want to talk about that and help you prepare for it. If you find any of this video interesting or helpful, please click the like. Please, it takes seconds. Please, I beg of thee. Okay, let's move on, shall we? All right, so first off, okay, so the announcement, we got this back in April that the Leviathan is coming. I gotta remember that name. And it's going to be piloted or crewed by Darth Revan, which is interesting. And in the road ahead back in April when this was debuted, they said with a focus on Sith and Sith Empire. Now, this is the announcement, with a focus on Sith and Sith Empire. I want to bear that in mind, with a focus. The wording is interesting because, well, CG tends to excel on technicalities and what they say. So hold that in thought, with a focus on Sith and Sith Empire. And then it went on to say, to support this new fleet, we have a number of new Sith ships coming to the holotables. Then they talk about the new Fury class, and it says along with other upcoming Sith ships. Upcoming Sith ships. That's interesting. They are directly saying a number of. Now, they could argue that we got the TIE Dagger, which was Sith, and that's one. Therefore, they have met that objective. And then this previous one, with a focus on Sith and Sith Empire, that suggests that not all requirements are going to be Sith or Sith Empire, because it's a focus, not an exclusivity. I know I'm nitpicking words, but this is what Capital Games excels at. So we got the Fury class Interceptor. This was the first one that they debuted with the announcement. And then we got the Dagger. Now this is interesting because both of these kind of came out of nowhere. Almost everybody, myself, Arnold, all the other YouTubers, we were pretty much all surprised, didn't see these coming. And it's a pleasant surprise. We're all quite happy about this. Now, the Leviathan, we all knew a Sith ship was coming for a long time. Most people thought it would be Darth Nihilus, but it's not. C'est la vie, moving on. But these were both surprises. So now, since the introduction of Leviathan, we are 2 surprises in already. Now, what is noticeable about this second one, the TIE Dagger, when they introduced it, what they did is they took away the synergy graphic that they pretty much always include. And also notice that the TIE Dagger does not have the Sith Empire tag, while it has Sith, not Sith Empire. And that makes sense, of course, because this Sith Trooper is from the First Order, so okay, fine. But that it does not have the Sith Empire tag. That, I don't know if that's going to mean anything going forward, but it might. Also, since some of these other ships, like Maul, he doesn't have a Sith Empire tag, right? Of course, and that's appropriate. That makes sense. So, okay, what do we know? Previous unlocks for the Executor and the Profundity both had 7 pilots and 7 ship requirements. Likely, Leviathan will continue that trend. The Executor had 2 Relic 8 requirements and 4 Relic 5s. The Profundity was obviously more difficult, but I do not think the Leviathan will. I am going to go against the common wisdom out there. I think Leviathan will actually be a little bit easier to unlock. Why? Because a couple of reasons. One, Jabba the Hutt was easier. Of all of the recent Galactic Legends, Jabba the Hutt was way easier, and he's the most recent, than, say, Lord Vader. Much easier to unlock. And not to put too much of a point on this, but there is a lot of stressed people in the community, and there's a lot of burnout, especially what's going on with some of the top guilds, like the Caw guild and their ban, right, or a boycott of territory war. If they make this ship too difficult, too stressful, at some point there's a boiling point that the community is going to explode. I think they're going to step this back like Jabba the Hutt, and I think it's going to be easier to unlock. already, because it is already easier to unlock, and I'll explain. So what we know Darth Revan is needed. We know Malgus is likely needed because he's a pilot for Fury, obviously, by whether he's a character requirement or not. Tangentially, he's required because of Fury class Interceptor. Same with Sith Trooper, Sith Assassin, Sith Marauder, Sith Empire Trooper, and HK are the two, maybe? They have not been mentioned, right? There's no confirmation yet on this. This is why there's a question mark, right? This is a known requirement, speculation, reading the tea leaves. So I have here listed 7 pilots. Characters. I think these are who we are going to need, but I left some questions there because it's up in the air. Same thing for the ships. So let's look at this in a prettier format. All right, Fury, Dagger, Fighter, Bomber, Scimitar, Shuttle, and I don't think Vader's going to be required. He's already required everywhere. I don't think CG is going to be that nice to us. So the green ones are the confirmed, yes, we know this for sure. The yellow ones, as far as I'm aware, are the speculations based on community feedback and common wisdom. However, here's the concern. Capital Games does not make this stuff just out of the goodness of their heart. As much as we wish everyone would, the world revolves around money. And honestly, every single thing here is free to play. And you're probably going, but wait a second, Conquest, you got a gold crate, a red crate that. Yeah, you're right. But you can red crate it and wisely spend your currency from Conquest to buy the missing shards to unlock the Fury. It is, I know I'm not saying it's easy, but it is free to play viable. The Dagger was 100% free to play viable. If you happen to have hoarded up, or you had really good RNG, or you just dump all your crystals daily, you absolutely could have 7-starred it. I did. It was not that hard. I did not spend a penny on it. Then of course the other 2 ships, well, all of these ships, they're old. They've all been in the game for a while. At a minimum, I don't even remember when the last one came in, but at a minimum, they've been here for 2 years, maybe more. So there has been a lot of opportunity for people to gear up these characters. And of course, like Emperor Palpatine, he's already, and Sith Marauder, they are already really high relic throughout the community. So where is the monetization opportunity? This is a completely free-to-play lineup so far, and therein is the concern. Capital Games is doing this to make money, and that's their job. That's what they should be doing. Well, let's try to figure out where's the money going to come from. Okay, so back up. We got April 12th release, Conquest unit. May 28th, TIE Dagger just came to us 2 weeks ago. June, misspelled. June is going to see likely the next ship, because again, back in the release they said make sure to unlock the Fury class Interceptor from Conquest right away. They didn't say wait 2 months or a year. They said right away if you want to unlock the new capital ship. That means Leviathan is very likely to come out in July. When the 3rd month of Conquest ends and you unlock Fury Interceptor, almost immediately I expect Leviathan to hit the board. So where again is the money? Okay, let's suppose they do put in HK, who lore-wise makes the most sense. He absolutely should be a requirement. Or Sith Empire Trooper. Again, these are older characters. They've already been in the game a long time. They're totally free to play viable. They don't require a lot of Chirotechs. Where's the money coming from? My guess is that we're going to see a Marquee Sith or Sith Empire, and we're going to see a Marquee ship. Not a chase, but a Marquee. This, of course, means that with 1 month lead time, this is the opportunity for the spenders, the whales, to cash up the dough, to pony up, to support the game, to keep it rolling for us, and to lock out the free-to-play players, to develop that envy, to encourage them to spend for the next time that it comes around, because it is a limited time journey guide release. So if CG wants to make money, they're not going to do another Galactic Chase or whatever it was, like the TIE Dagger. They could, but I don't think it's going to happen. And if they just don't care about money and they want to be super nice, then they will only use existing characters in the game, but that doesn't make any sense to me. Just, there's no, like, if I was running CG, I like to think I'm a nice person, but I would want to fire my team if they did not include at least a Marquee character and something that required a little bit of wallet opening to get this ship on day one, right? This is a long-term game. We play this game for years. Instant gratification is not the way this game is developed. So I fully expect a surprise right there, right? Surprise 1, Fury. Surprise 2, Dagger. Surprise 3, new character, Marquee pilot. We'll see. So how do you prepare for this? How could you be prepared? Well, first off, if you think some of these characters are coming like me, make sure at a minimum you have them at gear 12. Then farm their gear for 13. Whether you want to apply it or not, and I would say don't yet until we know for sure, just farm all of the gear that you need for it and be prepared, just like Scar said in The Lion King, be prepared, right? So that you have this ready to drop on it and apply the relic mats. Likewise, Horde relic materials. I didn't even say that in there. But Horde gear, especially Chirotech. If we get a Marquee character, it's going to need 400 Chirotech. I mean, there's just no doubt about it. All new characters seem to need 350 to 450 Chirotech. So hoard your Chirotech, especially the Chirotechs. What else should you be preparing for? An easy one to overlook is ship credits. I recently realized at 9 million credits, I was like, yeah, that's enough to level 85 a capital ship. Oh, snap. There's another ship coming. So within the next 2 months, we're likely going to get 2 ships. A Marquee chase ship plus the Leviathan. You're going to need 14, 15 million credits. I don't know exactly. At a minimum. So be prepared with that. Where do you get them? Of course, you get them from all the events, but also recent changes in the guild activity. You can buy 250,000 for 438 raid tokens, whatever. It's not great, but it's manageable. But I'm buying those every time I see them right now because I need to build up, a stockpile. Of course, hoard your crystals. Hoard your crystals. Many people will recommend, based on previous capital ships, to have a minimum 10,000 crystals when it comes out so that you can unlock it and then take it up to, I think, a minimum 5 stars just by refreshing the event. All right. Also, easy one to forget. Back in the day, Cubs fan Han. Cubs fan Han. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm like going senile here. Back in the day, when he unlocked Executor, or Profundity, one of them, I think it was Executor, didn't have Prestige, and he was so annoyed that he got everything there and then couldn't gear the ship. Make sure you've got at least 2,000 Prestige. I don't remember, I think Profundity needed like 2,200. Somebody told me 2, but I think it was more. So make sure that you are buying this Prestige from the squad arena every time you can. So just to recap, this is what I expect to see in the next month or so. And I absolutely, again, expect to see a Marquee Sith character or pilot at a minimum, and then another ship, and I expect it to be fairly difficult to obtain. The TIE Dagger is, in my opinion, less than impressive. Therefore, I do think we'll see something that is going to be impressive, and they're going to make it a little bit harder to get, as they probably should, like it or not. Anyway, hey, I hope this helped you on your pathway to Leviathan, and if it did, or you just liked the content, once again, please hit that like and subscribe down there, please, and I will thank you very much and catch you later. Bye-bye.